and welcome back to Pseudo Gameplay TV for another Ultimate Alliance 3 video. Now, per the recommendation of subscriber Tone, which I have the comment listed up here on the screen right now, he had asked, can I play through the main story quest once I've got all the DLC characters unlocked? And I thought that that was a pretty great idea. Now, this is going to be less of a Let's Play series as you've seen previously. And this is more just going to be any and all combat segments of the story quest and how those characters work in their own dynamic. So going forward until we're finished with both of them, I will be doing our Monday videos using the characters from the Marvel Knights DLC, which you can see listed here. And on Fridays, we'll be doing the same quests, but with the characters from the Phoenix, or the Rise of Phoenix DLC. So make sure you're subscribed and have the bell rung to stay up to date for those videos as they come out. But let's go ahead and jump into the combat segments of this first episode using the Marvel Knight DLC characters, and away we go. Now, one thing that I do want to do as we're going through this series is anytime you have one of these puzzle boxes, and these ones are the ones that provide bonuses such as extra, well, when you first find them, you will find things such as extra gallery artwork or rank up materials or different assets of that caliber. So I'll try and point those out. So the first one is going to be back there after you've come up the grand staircase. And there's actually another one in this exact same room. And it is atop this tower right here. And as you can see, that time around it just gave us a bunch of credits. Alright, and here we have our first combat segment, so let's go ahead and get into that. Now, what I've found most beneficial for Punisher is actually just repeating his heavy attacks, as they are high damage dealing range attacks.
Everything in this universe will be on your hands, Guardians. So I will gladly have your blood on mine.
And as you can see here, he actually melts through Nebula very quickly, so that's certainly a benefit for having Punisher on your team.
The energy source we're tracking should be right past whatever the heck that thing is.
Alright, we've got some of these smaller grunts paralyzed with that ability from Morbius here.
These ones think they are tough. How amusing.
And we'll switch back over to Punisher here, because he's going to be best for bursting down this core computer here. And with Punisher, I've found it best to use the smoke screen, just because that tends to burst through some of the opponents a little bit more efficiently. That was decently quick enough work of the core computer there. And here we have Ronin.
The Kree were trying to save all of time and space from being ripped asunder. But you Guardians had to barge in and expose us all to those who will ultimately bring our destruction.
Now that you say it totally does sound like something we would do. Oh, watch out for that one. Couldn't even block it.
Alright, that gets through the first section of the fight there. Let's go ahead and
The Kree sacrificed
whip out these exploding crescents here, as they tend to be pretty efficient at bursting down larger groups of enemies here. So you'll notice that there's actually another one of these holding cells back behind here, and it's behind one of these walls that requires a synergy attack. Specifically, it wants a synergy of 2 punching styles, which is going to be Moon Knight and Blade on this team setup. So that's where you get to that one, and there will be a couple more of these as we continue through. And let's see here. These crescents that Moon Knight uses are very efficient at bursting down large groups of enemies, so I would highly recommend that. Then right after this first fighting section, there will be 2 branching paths. If you go up this way, you'll continue down, but if you come over here, you'll actually find a holding cell for another one of these little compartments. So I've already discovered all of these, but I'm just pointing them out to you so you know where to go if you haven't been able to locate them just yet. And Moon Knight with his cape does traverse areas pretty quickly. Definitely a versatile character.
It won't be for long if we don't get things under control. We've got an entire supervillain prison population ready to break free.
Next time you teleport us across the galaxy, Quill, try to think of a beach instead.
The crescent kick there does a decent amount of damage here.
Reserved exclusively for the worst criminals our planet has to offer. Which makes me wonder, what were you guys doing in there?
It's a long story.
It also works very well for breaking down the guard of some of these larger characters. But they're quite efficient at bursting down just the larger enemies here. Alright, after this fighting segment, we'll come to another branched pathway. This time, if you go to the left, you'll continue through the story quest, but if you come over here to the right, you'll find another one of these gates. This one you need to break through, but you should be able to do so with any team synergy, because it does cater to the teams that you're on, but that's where you'll find the next receptacle there. And then right around the corner here, before you get into the Sandman boss fight, you'll find another one of those holding cells. And let's jump into this fight here.
In case you hadn't noticed, his whole body's made of sand. Hitting him is useless. It's working.
You can actually kind of dodge around those sand attacks if you notice that he's going to be targeting you. Like so.
To be fair, Sandy never had the best taste in friends.
Takes more than that to get rid of me.
Then we'll use some more of his crescent kicks here
Out of my costume for weeks after.
to break him down. Because you'll see we've got him all the way down at about half strength. I rolled into that one. And you can disengage from the turrets just by hitting your...
It's like they always say, Sandy. Life's a beach.
by hitting your dodge key there. But Sandman, as long as you have some of the heavier hitting attacks, you can really get through them pretty simply. Alright, so this is a good stopping point. We'll pick it up in the next episode as we continue through with the Marvel Knights here. Make sure to tune in for Friday, as on Friday we will be doing the X-Men, or the Rise of Phoenix, included characters in that quest. So if you're interested to see how they play through the story quest, make sure you're subscribed.